You gotta do for the passion and for the love. That's what makes it. You know what I'm saying? When you can do something that you know that's really not in your favor of making it, but you want to do it anyway.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
shit, that's it. Ain't nobody tell you nothing other than that. I mean, shit. You already know how hard it is. You know the trial tribulations you might go through. Woo, but you'll love it. You know what I'm saying?
Just man, I ain't explaining shit.
See, what the fuck you mean, Jackie? What's up? Say something. Nigga, say what you would call her ugly, my nigga.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
I'm about to say, nigga, if you know what this motherfucker do, my nigga, hey, my nigga.
But that bitch chopped me up.
Like, nigga, my one ugly bitch, nigga, when circles around all your bad bitches.
I said that bitch chopped me up and do my taxes. What you talking about?
Nigga, fuck you mean? Nigga, I just got dick slump, nigga, cookies, nigga, brownies, nigga, filet mignon, my nigga. What do your nigga? My bitch know how to change brakes and oil, nigga. What do your bitch know how to do, my nigga?
You feel me? You feel
Can
me?
your bitch change your spark plug?
Oh, but she a
like my bitch know how to tow trucks, nigga.
like like that bitch on GTA. Oh my god.
Hey,
Straight up.
I'll take an industrious woman.
No talent.
Man, these bitches. These bitches is out of line out there, boy.
Man, they keep denying me from my little OnlyFans. They don't even let me rock it because I'm trying to get these cooking vids on here. I'm trying to get these cooking vids on.
Nah, nigga, they gotta make some money for these hoes trying to serve their pussy.
Yeah.
They need some hoes who really gonna be making some money out here. No, I'm sorry, my nigga. This might have been good for you.
No, it's funny too because if you adding you because she thinks you're cute,
you gonna treat some money.
Yeah, and she thinks you're cute and you have some money, so you're like, all right. I mean,
nah, fuck the cute part. She think you got some money.
Well, I mean, shit. Yeah, how many ugly motherfuckers is she swiping right on too?
Shit. Any nigga who she think she can get some money out of, she swiping right on.
You feel me?
$1 bill ain't got no face. Well, they do, but
I mean,
it don't look like damn 1 hour.
It's uglier than the motherfucker too.
Exactly, and she don't give a damn shit. They let me know I could be green with goddamn and saggy skin. Goddamn it, you fucking.
Is you with the bag or nah?
Matter of fact, that's how she prefer me to look.
Oh, weren't you in the Avatar movie? No.
It don't matter. You look like you paid.
You
look
know,
like they spend money on me, or think they can in a way. See, that let you know about the slide we live in because it's a land of make believe. Everybody wants you to believe rich. Everybody trying to look like they got money. But
right?
Motherfuckers broke as fuck. Houses be dirty, niggas ain't even living in their shit. Like, bro, it's a dirty game out here, man.
Oh my god, especially that.
Niggas getting out with Ferragamo belts on and motherfucking Balenciaga shoes and shit. Versace shirts and shit, nigga.
And can't even put 10 on a blunt.
Nigga can't put 10 in the tank. Nigga going inside the gas station putting $3 in their car. Nigga ain't got no car. Nigga all this shit on catching the bus, catching rides and shit.
Right.
Like, come on, bro. What
right.
Y'all hustling for?
See, that one thing I was always like glad is that I always had my own style, and like for a while I was kind of like doing that grunge style, and I didn't give a fuck, my nigga. So like,
nigga said, nigga, the don't take baths for 2-3 days, nigga, that was my look.
Nah, not all that, but you feel me? Just like you know, a shirt and some jeans and some decent sneakers type shit.
Oh, most definitely, my nigga, that's me.
I'm like, if it's
jeans, sneaks, sweat, sneaks, hey.
Exactly.
Hey. I ain't working no I really ain't the cut off short type nigga.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? These niggas be turning skinny jeans into shorts. I'm like, this nigga got some skinny shorts on, bro.
Oh my god. Did I tell you one time I basically broke up with this bitch? Okay, here's the story. So we were about to go to this big old like camping rave thing, right? Like we're like a outdoor festival thing. This
Okay.
this is BC.
My nigga was getting his Janis Joplin on.
This is BC before Corona.
Already.
Clearly.
Okay. Okay.
And so we about to go, and she's like, "Oh, I got you some clothes from the store." And I was like, "Huh?" This bitch got me some cut off jeans and a tank top. You feel me? And like one of those hipster ass long ass beanies. And like bro,
She tried to whitewash you real quick.
you
Like,
feel
nah, you
me?
gotta change, my nigga.
Yeah, we started beefing right there, right before we left. I was like, you think I'm gonna put these on? And she was like, "It's like, yeah, I got it for you." Because at first I was like hella hyped. I was like, "Oh, thank you, good look." I didn't know what the clothes were.
But you pull out the bag and you like, hold on, what the fuck is this?
So, do you even know who I am?
Like, bitch, you want me to wear what?
You feel me? I was like,
bitch, I don't even got no dreadlocks for this head.
you know what I mean?
You just want me to put this shit on, son.
I'm just like, I can't even do it. And so anyway, what happened was I said, fuck no. And then we ended up leaving anyway. So we left. Boom. We were arguing the whole time because this is like with that super bass song. I hated that shit. Oh my god, I could not stand that shit. And this is like the Nicki Minaj I didn't like. I like when Nicki raps. I don't like all that singy, whatever. I get it. She crossed over. She crossed over. Cool, good for her. But I wasn't a fan anyway. So she's playing. I was like, can you not play Nicki Minaj? I got some, a nigga want to hit the aux chord. This bitch want to play Nicki Minaj for like 2 hours straight. And she's driving, granted, so I can't say shit. So I mean, I did say a bunch of shit, but I was just like, yo, I'm over it. Put my headphones in, nigga. We got to the rave place, set up the tent, nigga. I was gone. I swear, I fucked like 2 bitches. and then the third day, I was like, all right, like, cause I already had a backup ride anyway, and I was like, all right, are you gonna give me the ride back home? She's like, yeah, we good, blah blah blah. I was like, all right, cool. Gave me the ride back home. The bitch was trying to make up.
She must have got some deal when she was out there.
No, she was trying to make up with me the whole time.
No, because you played her exactly like you were supposed to. Like, bitch, I don't need you or your ride, bitch.
She was
giving me a ride or what? You taking me back or what?
She was like, oh, yeah. All right, well, shit. We
I
gonna.
need some head on the way back too. Why you drive?
Oh my god, it's this bitch ended up fucking some bitches on the outside of the friend group and all types of crazy shit. So shout out to you know who you are.
Shout out to the Bluesy.
She thought she was all high standard. Like, bitch, get out of here. Like, quit playing.
You lost.
And no, it sucks because she ended up smoking pills and shit. So
you really lost, bro.
Really lost.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, you know what? I hope she should back off this shit.
I think she did.
Good for her.
Cause she came from a good family, so she got a little money.
So you was lost in the sauce, man. You happened to. I can't feel too bad for her. Like you should have known. You should have knew better. You know better.
Right.
But you know everybody go through something. I still hope she should back from it.
I think she did. I'm pretty sure she did. I think she graduated. So, and it was funny. So, okay, the little end of the story though is she was thick, of course, as fuck when I was with her. And niggas was like, oh, she exactly. But niggas was like, oh, blah 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 blah. Like, oh, she kind of, she's too big for me. I'm like, whatever, my nigga. You see them hips, nigga? Y'all niggas tripping.
You see the hips on that motherfucker?
Like, and she has some. This is like, bro, she had some fire. You feel me? And
yeah.
And I tapped into the hidden gem because niggas was like, oh, she's too big. I'm like, nope, she's just right.
Nigga, that motherfucker is hot. Nigga, that motherfucker is on hot.
Bro, she was like 190. She was like 190, bro, or some shit.
Oh yeah, she was right there on the cusp. She was just where you needed her to be.
Like, still had a little. She might have been 210. She might have been 210.
She was right there where you needed her to be.
Oh my god. Oh, and
like,
then
like, check this out. If she was 210, that means her shredding a couple pounds would have made her fine.
To most niggas.
Exactly.
Exactly.
To the niggas. I'm not talking about the niggas who not like us. I'm not talking about. I can't speak for them niggas.
Right. Right.
Her shredding a couple pounds would have made her fine.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So shit, that would have made her see. See, that's what niggas be fucking up the game. See, they try to get them already made. You gotta find you ones who need a little work already. And you just gotta be diligent enough to put in that work and go ahead, put a little pressure on that diamond, put a little pressure on that cold, turn into that diamond like she need to be. Out of motherfucking diamond in a rough. And nigga, what? Nigga, I was born, they said, what do you mean?
He said, I see the gems, baby.
I know you're not talking about fat Nubian goddess over there.
He said, girl, you are my milk. He said, girl, you are my milk of magnesia.
What are you saying? Give her a good bath and straighten her hair and throw a little lip gloss on them shabby lips, fix them shoes, throw a little bad out here. Oh, boy, you got to boy, you just don't know what they hold.
Right. Right.
They don't see themselves a certain way. Like, the way they see themselves is the way they gonna portray themselves. So you gotta show them, like in cases like that, you gotta show them what you able to see. You gotta show them the possibilities. You know what I'm saying? Because if they don't see it, shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit, how it's gonna come to fruition?
Right.
And baby girl, like, I help you see that vision. I'll show you something that you do. Like, real talk. You know what I'm saying? Hey man.
Well, that's what a real motherfucker do anyway. They're gonna be the ones that can see the vision of whatever before anybody is anyway.
Exactly.
So I mean, I'm like, you got to be able to see. You got to be able to see it before a lot of the niggas, your homies and shit, before they even believe. You got to be like, nah, I know what's going on. I know it's this.
Shit, what is you talking about, my nigga? You talking to the nigga who can look to the motherfucking Pacific Ocean and spot that dry land. We just gonna keep saying, cause I see it.
He said, we gonna just keep rocking, you know what I mean?
Cause it's coming, I see it.
Man, shout out to OnlyFans. Are you guys gonna let me get on or not? Like,
my nigga steady trying to get it. Well, my nigga, I don't know how successful you gonna be.
You know what? No, because look, the only reason why I'm trying to fuck with the OnlyFans is because Patreon don't let you post videos directly to Patreon. You have to like go work. You have to find this workaround and like.
Hey, my nigga, a video on your OnlyFans and see you cooking on this, bitch, she gonna be better than all. She gonna be like, wait a minute, this nigga ain't getting cooking naked. I ain't know the difference, my nigga. I need to get my knowledge up.
I need to get my only fans, my day one fans now. Had Killer Mike on that bitch too, so it lets me know that I'm pretty close there to that.
Hey, bro, it's real. I'm about to say, man, yeah, but you working away anyway. Time, it's just time.
Right, and
it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. You feel?
Right. Bro, I was like, yo, what's up with this connection, man? YouTube hating on me. What's up, my one person? Fire, I'm about to smoke this joint. mm. Mm. I literally just sat here for like 2 minutes and just ate this motherfucking melon. We're gonna take some callers on the line. We just ran, motherfucker, man, town, yeah. Got the draw on my line, got a bitch on my side, yeah, I'm finna do it right, yeah. Yeah, nigga don't play, get your name out your mouth, yeah, nigga know what I'm saying, yeah. And I be pulling up and I be going down up in this rainy town, yeah. I be with the shiz, yeah, I be with the mix, I be with the bitch, yeah. I got that plane, 21, what you saying? Got that vision plane, yeah. The vision too blurry, you nigga too scurry, they don't wanna get dirty, yeah. But I pull my sleeves up, yeah, I don't give a fuck, yeah, I'm finna bustin' up. I'm finna cut it up like Major Payne, I'm finna cut a little rug. Nigga, what you talking about? I be sunny in the south. I be tipping, aiming for the head. My name is Nathan, I'm about that bread. I don't give a fuck about what you said. And niggas know that I ain't playing. I'm about to light a fucking joint. And you niggas got me like zoinks. And my spotted sense is tingling. Bitch got my dingle ringing. And I pull up with that fade away. I hit you niggas with the laser day. I hit you for free. I meet your maker, nigga. You gon' meet it today. Hey, my name is Caller.
Caller, what's up, man?
Caller, what's happening? Oh man, Ray's Pool Hall was down the street, brother. But this is JoJo's Rib Shack. What you got for me?
Hey man, how much for just one rib?
Just one rib? Nah, fucking pot. I was saying you just one rib. I got you.
It ain't pork, is it?
What you want? What you want on the side of that? No, we got we got vegan ribs.
You got some vegan. You know I'm for vegan, my nigga. I need one beef. One beef, vegan rib. A side of potato down. And let me know, can you break $100 bill?
What you want? Check? You want a five rolls of quarters for your laundry too?
Can I do that?
Nah, I'm God for real. Niggas be. You know, I was just saying earlier today, trying to get you on a live. I had a bunch of motherfuckers on a live, tying in supporting black business and shit. One thing that a lot of black people need places where we can write money orders and, you feel me, get quarters to niggas and shit. You feel me?
But all that comes back to being able to do it, because I mean, some people might want to, but then you gotta be able to get a loan, you know what I'm saying, get approved for some shit and get that. No excuses either though, at the same time. Because I'm about to say, who knows how to start a damn grocery store, but at the same time, who's actually trying to find out? So
Right. I think without saying too much, I think when I get some that's going to be one of my first investments, a black owned grocery store, because I know it's just going to get.
bro, I mean, you know what, we have more grocery stores catered to certain ethnicities than anything. Like you'll have your African store, your Korean store, your Thai grocery store. You know what I'm saying? You have
Jamaican,
particular stores
Middle
going to those
Eastern.
particular ethnic groups.
Right.
But as far as just well, I mean, I guess you could go. I mean, we got farmers markets out here and stuff.
Yeah, farmers markets is good.
And I think that might be the closest thing to what we talking about regarding just a black grocery store.
Yeah, I mean the farmers market is good, but we need a brick and mortar. Is it inside?
No.
Hmm. I want to get like a.
I don't believe it is. No, it ain't inside.
I want to get like a brick and mortar, like a Safeway, and call it like John John's or some shit.
The nigga said John John's. My nigga said I want this to be bleak.
I mean, I'm gonna make, or maybe something. I don't know. Maybe I'll just name it something hella generic, but then everybody will just know, like Ronald.
Nigga said I'm gonna name it Lil John's. They be like, nigga, Lil John's, can I get a good deal? Yeah.
He said, he said, you qualify for you qualify for some free furniture. You qualify for some free furniture. Zero down. You qualify for zero down. You qualify. Full entertainment center.
Nigga still gonna make some payments.
Oh my god. That's why the money's in the insurance, man. Shout out to Derek Grace.
Shout out D Grace. I'm not sure who you is, but you sound like cool people.
Oh, that's that nigga with the all them tattoos on his face.
Okay, I know that ain't sounding. I know my nigga sounded cool for some reason.
Yeah, no, he's he was just talking about the like gun information and police, like these classes selling or whatever, and I was just thinking about
he showed on his game too. You know, so all that too.
I was thinking about
little girl laced up with their he laced up with.
You feel me? I'm with his movement, and I'm thinking about just maybe copping a little class to just contact with him, be able to get into that circle a little bit. That's what I'm trying to do. Just I know how it be, cause like I know like niggas be snitches and shit. You don't want to be letting no random ass niggas in the clique. So I already feel it, but I'm already knowing I ain't no snitch. So.
I mean, but I ain't gonna say you gotta be clicked up with him, and I don't even think he would consider it like that. Ain't nothing wrong with reaching out to him, you know what I'm saying, picking his brain, you know what I'm saying.
That's what I'm trying to do.
You know what I'm saying, see if a nigga like mine and get on some of the same shit he on, and teach a nigga how to do that, because you don't want to you want to use certain terms kind of loosely, because a lot of niggas still stuck on that no new friend shit, because I really am.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
But ain't no wrong with getting to know somebody and feeling them out to see what, like, whatever happened, you feel?
Right.
Yeah, I did. Nah, but I did. He is a person to want to align yourself with them.
Mm-hmm.
In my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, most definitely.
And also, I totally feel what you're saying too, because like you don't gotta just be buddy with the nigga, but just be cool with him.
Yeah, I'm about to say shit. We can. I mean, it ain't even. If we can have to be best friends, so be it.
Right. But
I wouldn't put no stronger expectation on whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Just with anybody, really.
Exactly. That's exactly what I mean. Because that's exactly how I look at it. Like I look at him like anybody who with you. I feel like you a certain caliber of person. So that's first and foremost. So we already passed that test. So wherever we just happen to go from that point, shit, whether we click or not, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna have to have a certain level of respect for you, or have a certain, I guess, inclement to you. You feel me? Initially, anyway.
Right.
Like, I'm just gonna have to feel a certain something. Like, okay, this nigga, I'm gonna have to feel you like mine on some type of level for me to even want to associate with.
Yeah, you know what?
I'm a fool too. Don't get me wrong, but
I've been a lot more about that, like within the last couple years, too. You know, because sometimes I just be like, and I don't know. I feel like we had a conversation about it. How you know, some niggas you just can't get money with. You can't even plot and scheme with. You know, like
exactly, yeah.
For me, that's kind of a hard concept because I'm like, my thing is I'm trying to get it, like, you know how like niggas got like motherfuckers got like bottles now, you know what I mean? Like they could buy your bottles and you could get paid off it. So I'm like thinking, you know, even partying could be a lifestyle thing. You know, I'm trying to make it about lifestyle, getting paid off of that, what you do, and you know how you move, and creating some big shit that people are trying to follow and tap in, some real shit. But then, like, I feel like a lot of times people think business is so black and white. It's like, it's got to be this. It's not fun. It's like, no, it could be totally fun, you know?
See, that's the reality of it, because business really is black and white. Now, the action of the business can be fun, but beneficial for both sides, should it be? Yeah.
Right.
Now, and that's what's gonna make it fun or whatever, and understood. Like for everything else fun, because how fun could it be going to work unsure about what you getting paid, or knowing you getting fucked on being paid?
Right. I can see that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, because one definitely affects the other. What I mean with them. You're like, why? What's the point?
Right.
But if that money right, shit, you gonna try to go hard to your job 10 times over, because shit, you know it's beneficial. I'm gonna say, yeah, but no, I understand exactly what you saying too, though.
Right.
But that's why the money got to be right for it to be fun, though. That's why the black and white part. That's why the business part, the black and white part. That's why it just got to be right. Because if it ain't gonna be fun no goddamn way. But you right.
Right. And also, I mean, like certain paperwork as far as black and white, it's like, you know, certain paperwork's got to be, you know, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter if you're getting money, that's cool, but like certain paperwork got to be right to be, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's so weird. Like, I'm not saying niggas without like business license. Right. Right. But I mean, essentially everybody's a businessman, right? But how well are we marketing ourselves?
But see, Jill, what you just said, some people are not businessmen, but the difference between a good businessman and a bad one is him knowing that. Everybody, like you just said, everybody's not a businessman. Everybody's not meant to do it. But the difference is knowing that. Like, that's why Donald Trump is a good businessman. He knows his strengths, but he also knows his weaknesses.
I think Donald Trump's kind of a bad person to use. Maybe
No. See, because I'm talking about business. I'm not talking about this personality-wise. There's a person. I'm talking about a good businessman, because that's why he was elected president, because he's a good businessman. He's able.
He did that. I mean, yes. I guess.
See, that's why I say he's a good businessman. He was given money. He's been able to parlay that money, flip that money, go into bankruptcy, flip the money again, keep flipping it and flip it into a present day in term and basically at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's what I'm saying. That's what makes him a good businessman because the only way he did that is aligning himself with people who was able to do shit that he could.
You know what? I'm gonna say if you're gonna say he's a good businessman, I think you're gonna have to say he's good because he has no soul and he could sell out. He doesn't have a price. You know what I mean? Like he has a high price, but like there's nothing is off limits. Nothing's off limits. You know what I mean? He's like a lizard person.
You listen what I'm saying? Yeah, you right. Ain't none of limits, but he ain't got to do that dirty work. He hired people to do the dirty work for him.
Right,
You know
but I mean,
he hired the right people who were able to break down and actually see what's actually happening. Like he gonna get out there and spit whatever he gonna say.
I kind of feel like
sense or not.
I kind of feel like Donald Trump is the equivalent of the movie Catch Me If You Can. Like,
hey, I love that movie.
Yeah, and I love that. I love that movie too. But like, it's like either he's gonna have to like dip out to like fucking Kyrgyzstan or some crazy shit, or he's just gonna end up getting fucked up like eventually. Either he's gonna like have to like really do some crazy shit right now. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's kind of like if you could get him standing still, then he's fucked. But you can't. He has to continue doing all this X, Y, and Z shit. Like he's not necessarily rich. He just has a lot of leverage. Like Warren Buffett is somebody.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not.
I would say Warren Buffett is way better.
The only reason I said I don't know how smart. I know Warren Buffett is smart. But
Yeah.
I said that's what makes Donald Trump a good businessman because he's able to use other people.
Well, you should see the way he does business.
He's able to. He knows where he lacks at. So he appoints people who he feels that are of. I'm not gonna say equal because he might feel whatever he feels, but he knows they're better than him in this point, so he's gonna put them in this position.
Yeah, but do you know what he does? So shout out to Chris Monroe of Loudspeakers Network. He actually got hired to write a book for Trump and got like fired pretty much almost all the way through. So this is basically what he does. If he doesn't know something more than you, he'll hire you, but then he'll undercut you and talk shit. And basically, since he's a big name, he'll use all that leverage. And like a lot of people don't end up working with him. It's like only the worst of the worst people end up actually like. And I'm not saying like there was rappers that were working with him and stuff, but like in general, like there's only.
It's not. What I'm saying. I dig is that what you're saying. It's not conducive to being liked.
No, I know, but like
it's conducive to good business.
But would you say it's good business though?
To hire the person.
Would you say it's good business though? I want to.
I mean, on his end, for him, it's good business.
You know, they're.
I would hope it would be good business for me to agree some to. It would have to be lucrative on my end. So for me to agree to some business with Donald Trump, I would hope it would be lucrative on my end. So I would say it was good business because as a person, but business wise, which is a whole nother thing, that's what I'm saying. Business, see, separating business and pleasure and your personal.
No, I totally feel that.
People gotta know where to draw the lines.
Right. I feel what you're saying. Like keep it like I wouldn't say it's good business because are you okay, like everybody says everything has a price, but I personally don't believe that. Like I'm like certain things are just off limits. You know what I mean? And I'll know when I get there. But I know I already have that regard wall up. I'm not going to and I feel like a lot of the best business people do have that wall too. Like, yeah, they can make the dirty deal, but they also still have that wall where I feel like Donald Trump doesn't have that wall. Like he will sell out.
See, I understand exactly what you see. You going to the. I don't. I'm not judging somebody's moral code right now. Like
That,
in the business sense,
well,
like I understand.
my question to you is, would you like,
Would I do business with Donald Trump?
or would you do business with like somebody snakier than Donald Trump? Would you like the most snakiest motherfucker? Would you do if they had $1 billion for you in a
And who
suitcase?
would you know? That's what I'm saying. Who would you know who that was? See, that's why I have to be open minded to Donald Trump because, in all actuality, he has done more for black people than my own quote unquote president that I voted for, which is Obama. So for me to be judgmental, it's the same thing with Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton ain't did. Bill Clinton is loved by black people. Ain't did shit for to put us in jail. So for me to look at Donald Trump as any worse than these other people, who am I to judge this man like that? When I already know these other motherfuckers ain't shit.
You know what? I'm not.
I know that for a fact.
Right. I agree with you, but I don't. I
and
think.
We love them. These are people we put on pedestals.
Yeah, but
Bill Clinton put
right.
more black people in jail than any other president.
Right. No, and you know me, I hate them pretty much all. Like I pretty much hate them all.
And see, check this out. If you're gonna have that, if you're gonna have the same hate for one, you gotta have the same hate for all. And that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
I can't judge him no harder than I judge the rest of them.
But
when I didn't see him exonerate black people on death row, I didn't see him do this within my life. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen no other president do this.
Yeah, you should look into some of that.
A black man just got out of office for 2 terms, wasn't doing it.
You should see some of the look into some of this because there's some like actually it's.
Hey man, take this. I can't.
It's not like it's not out of goodness. It's not goodness of your own heart.
But he did it though, and the people he had. I mean, these were legitimate people. When he did Centoria Brown, he didn't have to do that.
He didn't let Centoria Brown out. Grant her clemency.
He did. I could have sworn he did.
No, she appealed she appealed her thing, and then they got her on the change.com, and they got hella money to get her an appeal and a good ass lawyer and got her ass out.
I'm gonna have to do my research on that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they had for her to get overtime, they had to go meet with him about that. I'm about to say I could have sworn I read it, but I'll go back and read on it.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure either. So, but I'm pretty sure. But hey, we'll figure it out.
But either way, for me to judge Donald Trump in order than I do the Clintons or Obama or Bush or any, because when ain't none of them shit. I can make an argument on why all of them ain't shit, from 9/11 to the Pizzagate shit.
Right, but I think right this second, even though
so Obama letting Gaddafi get killed, like
right, no, and
I can make an argument on why ain't none of them shit. But the only difference is Donald Trump don't give a fuck about what you think about him. Me, I'll rather know. I'll be a whole lot closer to the person. See, you think Donald Trump a snake? He ain't the snake, cause he letting you know his stance on shit, on how he really feel. He ain't hiding shit. He's that motherfucker who getting up here and saying one thing and doing another. That's the motherfucker you gotta worry about. But is he an all white man?
My question is, okay, Hillary Clinton's fucked up. Yeah, correct. We know this. She's very fucked up, correct? Would she handle this pandemic more responsibly or less responsibly? Like, for a fact, I know I hate Hillary Clinton, but I know for a fact that people there would be some shit getting done. As far as right now goes, I know for a fact that they're gonna.
You know why Donald Trump is not.
Give a fuck. He doesn't care.
I'm not even gonna say
Hoax. They're fighting so hard
no,
against it
no,
that
check
they're
this out.
continuing it.
No, check this out. It's not a hoax because check this, man. When I watched this video of Bill Gates and his wife talking about the second wave of this shit,
Right.
how are you talking about the second wave of the pandemic? How do you know this?
Well, because we haven't got over the. I don't believe in Bill Clinton. Don't get me wrong, but like,
no, I'm talking Bill Gates
or Bill Gates. Excuse me. Neither.
Man, check this out, bro. Go back and watch this video, man. And if you see the smirks,
No, I know. No, I know.
Like I watched the whole interview.
I know.
They're talking about the first wave, the second wave, and all this bullshit. How are you spewing this information when I have prior knowledge to something?
So okay. I hate defending Bill Gates, bro. I'm not a Bill Gates fan. Let me just first and foremost.
Can I ask you a question?
Lots of money towards science. I'm not saying I agree with their science. I'm not saying I agree with him.
No. That's not the question I'm gonna ask.
All right, go ahead.
Would you take the vaccine? Like, because Bill Gates, that's what they're pushing toward.
You first.
No, but what if I really feel like
on it?
None of this what I rock with because he wants to give people the choice, like despite whether it's right, wrong, morally, whatever, it's your choice to do so.
Agreed. But the First Amendment only goes, the clause in the First Amendment says that, okay, because I'm, in a sense, I could be considered a libertarian, meaning I don't give a fuck about all this crazy like red tape and shit. I just want you to live in liberty, me to live in liberty, and we don't even gotta give a fuck about each other, right? As long as there's liberty being protected and respected, you know what I mean? So all the other bullshit doesn't matter to me. As long as we're good, I'm good over here, you're good over there, right? With that, with the mask, like for instance, the mask thing, it's like if it's hurting your fellow American, then the First Amendment in that sense is ixnayed. A good person and do that. Now, as far as me, you know, I'm not saying I'm going to take it. I haven't even. I'm against it as far as just like the first wave of all this crazy shit, right? But I've also prepared. I've also mentally prepared to have to deal with it as well. Like if that comes down to it, where they're like, you know, live in society or fucking don't. You know, if there's an option,
it's the same argument people have with not wearing masks, though.
No, I think the masks are a little different because it's really not that bad. It's really not.
Not yet. No, I understand. I understand that's what you're saying, but I haven't, and I've never worn one. I've never had.
But Muslim, what about you? Grew up with Muslims? They wear. I grew up with both types.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying. The Muslims I grew up right in with it.
In Hawaii and shit, right?
But it ain't. We can make any excuse on why or why not to do it. But what I'm saying is the same reason you're giving when they make it, when they make this thing a big enough problem to where now people have to start getting vaccinated, or they want people to start getting vaccinated. What's going to be the difference between you deciding to get the vaccination and not, and wearing the mask? If they're telling you getting this vaccination will stop the spread of the pandemic, and but also wearing the mask will too. What's the difference in the choices?
Well, the difference in the choices is I have the say of fixing my mask. I'm not having a vaccine.
But how did the vaccine? But how did see people miss? I understand exactly what you're saying, but why is coronavirus anyway?
Because people
we just want wearing masks. I mean, it's like
right
saying AIDS came
right because people fly but the thing is about China. See, this is a very specific situation in my opinion, because I understand there's a lot of pawns in games, but I think for China personally to come up with something that would kill so many of they have more power than we do, essentially. If you think about it, they're slowly taking over our power, right? This virus is literally a idiot test. It's not
I
even,
do know.
it's a
That I
fucking
do know
idiot
because
test.
the amount of people who died from it, like, and the amount of
Florida is the prime example. And I'm not saying people from Florida are just stupid, but I'm saying they're more rebellious to believe in what's going on, but they're also the highest case in what's going on too. And it's just like, they're like,
but
oh, it's not
I
a
mean,
thing. And
to the like, man, I guess I look at shit a little bit different because I'm doing the ratios on the numbers. Like, if this shit started in China and the people in the numbers of the Chinese that died aren't even compared to the ones over here, it's like, and that's where it came
I mean, they're
from.
not even super big into vaccines per se in China either. You know that they're like they're really old school with medicine and shit.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying. The numbers, like, I'm not saying coronavirus is not real. It's very real.
No, I know you. I know you're
People,
not saying
are
that.
people dying? Yes. Are people sick? Yes. But is it is the media is the media doing what the media do
No, absolutely. They're
whenever
weaponizing
it
it.
gets hold of
They're
something?
weaponizing
Yes.
it. They're weaponizing the information about it. That's the fucked up thing. They're wear a mask or not wear a mask. Do this, don't do this. It's like there's certain logic. This is how my brain works. I'm like, first of all, I like wearing a mask. I think it's fucking cool. I'm like, your identity is fucking concealed. Like there's some power in that. And I'm like, it's not even like I want to abuse it. It's just like that's kind of if you're talking about in American sense, that's a beautiful American thing. All of our identity is hidden from, and then people are trying to say, oh, they're gonna recognize this and that. It's like, well, they already were recognizing it then. You know what I mean? This just gives a layer of protection, you know, and then like, okay, stand 6 feet away. I'm like, I mean, that's so temporary. Like, we shouldn't even be like me and you, niggas like me and you, we don't even like random niggas in our bubble. So
See, bro. See, bro. I understand
you
what
know what
you're
I
saying.
mean? There's a lot of
No, no,
common sense
no,
and
no,
logic in
no.
this. It's kind of fucked up.
See, you gotta listen. See, I understand your exact reason, and I actually agree with you for the most part. Like, but what I see is slowly America not becoming or not being the land of the free.
But when was it, bro? When was it free?
At least a motherfucker had choices to do what else. I mean, I guess
But
in a
that was
sense it
before
ain't never
Trump.
just really been
That
free,
was
but a
before
nigga had
Trump too.
choices to do what you know what I'm saying, what to do. But no, see, you steady you making that argument like whenever was it? But we ain't never had just curfews and lockdowns and
That's under
like
Trump, bro. That's under
like
Trump.
like bro, I
And
understand what you're
hey, and my
saying.
and my thing is, I'm honestly, I'm the type of person that's literally looking for the empathy in everybody. I want to see a person be a fucking human, and like I haven't, and trust me, and like I'm even conservative in some ways. Like it's not even like I'm against but like the way that the like tradition and this and that. And like, I'm not even saying like, and I'm like moral
You know me
compass.
fuck with Trump a little bit just because there's one interview I watched and I actually saw a lot of logic despite what somebody else may see or may not see whatever. But when the when a reporter asked him, "How do you feel when people come to your rallies and they visibly represent the KKK and chant these remarks?" He said, "I'm president because I want to have the right to do it. Like, despite whether I agree with it or not, they have the right to do it."
Okay, I agree.
And that part I agree with.
Right, right.
I agree
I
with you. You don't have to be in agreement with what I'm saying.
okay. So then, understanding that the KKK, maybe some chapters they don't even practice anything negative. Maybe they fucking support their white owned communities and they don't do anything. But we know
Ain't
that
nothing
we
wrong with
but
that.
no,
They can
but
do it.
we know for a fact that some chapters are the opposite, right? So essentially,
Exactly.
they get blamed for a lot of, right? So one bad seed spoils the bunch, right? So calling Black Lives Matter terrorists when it's our First Amendment to be at your fucking public official ass house or be in the streets, whatever. We paid for these streets, right? Like we live in a society that taxes us,
Oh,
and we're having,
he called Black Lives Matter terrorists?
yeah,
Oh, damn, that's a little bit deep, but
yeah, and it like, and I get like you don't have to like the movement.
if you don't see the KKK as the same kind of
Exactly.
terrorist group, I mean, that's it. I mean, he can see it that way.
No, I know, and I don't expect him to like it. I'm not saying he has to like it, but I'm saying if he's going to give one people that civil liberty, you have to give all that civil liberty. If play that game, but they don't. They want to, you know what I mean? They want to play, and I agree with you as far as like people gonna be shitty. We don't need like racists to act like they like us, you know. But to have some actual equity in a country that our ancestors built is,
Talk they little job and little secondhand hood rhetoric and
oh yeah.
man, I can't stand
No,
that bullshit,
pandering.
bro.
Pandering is what it's called.
Whatever they want to call it. Might say I can't stand that bullshit, bro. Like I would much rather a motherfucker get up in my face and be real, whatever your stance may be against me.
I agree with you.
Don't get up here and do your little shucking job because you think I'm like, get the fuck out of here with this shit. I don't respect it.
I agree with you, but also like if so, you know, one thing. But okay, I when Donald Trump won, and it was crazy. I was in the Bronx when he won, actually, but he freaking. I was like, okay, it might be shitty, but at least small business will profit from this. At least it'll be a good time to start a business. Now, I did, I did. I mean, I already had a business kind of going, but you know, I made it official whilst this is happening, right? But I haven't really seen small business thrive under this administration, like I've seen in other years either. I've seen other years where, you know, it was more one way or the other. Now they're forcing us to use Amazon and Walmart because they're the only suppliers. They're doing this backwards ass shit where if Donald Trump was a real entrepreneur he said he would be supporting small business in a time like this. And yes, I know the PPP loans and niggas is out here eating, but it's not. But really,
Hey, bro, check this out. You ain't never heard of niggas being able to get money.
well, I don't know. I don't know.
4 times like this. Like I'm talking about just free off the government. Like niggas is going. A nigga in Houston just went to jail for man.
A real nigga, real nigga of the week award right there goes to him.
These niggas out here. He ain't the only one though. Like
1.4, 1.4. That's pretty good though. That's
he ain't the only one out here scamming though. He just happened to get caught.
oh yeah, I'm knowing. I'm knowing.
I'm like, well, that's what I'm saying. The way niggas eat right now, it really ain't been able to be done like this before. Man. Like niggas saying what they want about Trump, but he opened the door for niggas to eat like this.
You know what? This is kind of honestly how I feel because I hate to say this, but you know, and I don't. You could say whatever you want, but you know me, I'm actually a political thinker. I'm voting for Biden, right? But I can if Biden does okay. No, I get it. I fucking hate that nigga too. I will punch him in his mouth if I saw him for real. But I know he's gonna have some black people around him. Period. That's my only banking, my nigga. I don't give a fuck. I don't even care. That's what I'm banking off of. Some niggas being in there.
If I did have to vote for him, like nigga, if Hillary had to vote, it just was Hillary Biden or Trump again, I have to vote for Trump. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Well,
I have to vote.
Well, I mean, hey,
only because, bro, I know how evil that shit is with the other sides, bro.
I mean, it's all evil.
And when I figured out why President Trump was like, I'm gonna put your ass in jail. When I really figured out why he was saying it, and because he know what we don't know.
What about the Central Park 5? What do you think about the Central Park 5?
Oh, that was some bullshit.
You know, it's just like, and those kids got fucked up, bro. They got raped and shit in there.
Check this out. That was bullshit. Yeah, that was bullshit. But the Clinton put way more niggas in jail than that.
I think it's kind of like it.
Like these niggas have centrally invested in prisons.
Well, bro, I was a Bernie guy, so like you can't even.
Well, no, me too. Like if I ain't even vote at this election. Like I ain't vote for nobody, my nigga, because I ain't know it wasn't nobody I wanted to vote for. Like,
I'm telling you right now, if Trump gets in, it's gonna be fucking. I'm not saying what's gonna happen as far as his presidency, but I'm saying what people are gonna do are lose it. They're gonna straight lose it. And I'm telling you, if you think it's good, all to the good right now, just wait like 2 more months until niggas is flat on their ass right now.
bro, you ain't
They
about
about
to
to
get
this
bad.
about to
It's
be
already about to get bad.
bad. There's there's
Yeah,
rent memorandums. So look, how are you gonna let a bunch of motherfuckers get a bunch of money, but you can't handle rent memorandums or rent freezes? Like, especially as somebody who's a real estate guy like Donald Trump. These are certain things that I have personal bones to pick with him. I'm like, what the fuck? You're a real estate dude. Come on, come the fuck like, and that would actually help boost the economy. Exactly. But he's known for his real estate. But he's mostly known for real estate.
Perpetuate the thought of money.
True.
Like this, essentially business. Like you don't actually have to have the money. You don't actually have to have the product.
Well,
you can stimulate enough interest. You can end up with both of them.
So okay. So say what you want about Obama, right? But he had some slimy dogs in there too, right? But he had some good people in there too. Like not what's that nigga name?
Start advocating for Bush, man. That let me know.
No. What's that nigga? No, what was that nigga? What was that nigga's name though?
He was just as dumb as Trump.
No, the black dude that was his the black Republican dude.
You talking about
Colin Powell, bro? On some gang shit. He fucked with Colin Powell. Like that's some real shit.
I mean, but what did Colin Powell do? Like, I mean, people, bro, check this out. I'm all for fucking with somebody just so they black.
No. I believed in what he was.
At the end of the day, that's the only like.
No.
I don't know.
I agree.
Being the first, secretary or like whatever he was the first one in his position of power.
No, I agree.
And I fuck with it. But I don't know what he did for us.
You should listen to. I just like what he says, like how his position. I'm not saying he did really, but like,
and I can't root for him. That's why I don't know what I'm rooting for.
But like, I mean, if you think about it,
I'm not saying I'm not rooting for him, but I'm just saying like I don't know what he did. Like I'm talking about the shit that I know. That's what I'm speaking on.
Because you are a direct result of what, because you live in a little bit more of a Republican place, so you're seeing a little bit more of
exactly.
So
see, that's what I'm saying. Like when I didn't see the direct effect from a Democrat as a Democrat. And then when I see the
I ain't no Democrat. I ain't no Democrat.
I was a Democrat when I voted Democrat. That's how Obama got in office.
I just hate that whole registry thing. I hate that you have to register one side or the other. That's some. I want to vote for fucking Biden. So fucking be it. Who gives a fuck? Like that's some stupid shit.
I don't even label myself there.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Because I voted there. That's shit. That's really what I'm I get, but I ain't tripping either way. You can look at it how you want to look at it. But I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. But at the same time, when you see somebody so much different than you and who has so different of stance that benefits you and your community a little bit more than the person who's supposed to be on your team does, it kind of make you scratch your head. That's the only thing I'm saying.
No, and I feel you. I feel you on that.
That's the only, because that's exactly what's happening to me. Because it's really making me scratch my head. Like, what the fuck is really going on?
I think though, you might need to go a little bit outside of, like, okay, you went to Louisiana recently. I'm not gonna say right. So when you went back, or like. It's Republican, but it's more like progressive Republican. It's like, let's get some shit done. Let's get some pockets, some people money. You feel me? Like we're about to just like I'm sure it's hella easier to get a LLC. I'm almost certain it's way easier to get LLC in Dallas. It's almost certainly easier to get property and deeds out there. I know for a physic. This compared to here, compared to up here.
With that, I feel like you can get an LLC as bad as you want one.
But like compared to New York, California, Seattle, like probably even Atlanta, you know, like all those places. No, I wouldn't even say Atlanta.
Bro, check this out. All it take to get LLC is money. All it take to get any of this shit you just named is money.
Yeah, but also different price levels, and different levels of difficulty because it's just a certain amount of paperwork. So like some states you file one piece of paper and hand them $50, and then some places you got to fill out 5 stacks of paperwork and you got to give them 250 plus this, and you got to have all this extra shit. So that
the paperwork gonna stop you ain't one in the first place.
No, I agree with you.
It's different shit for everything in different states. I mean, shit, everywhere got different shit.
But I know that Dallas is more. It's easier because it's I'm talking specifically.
I know they moved out here and moved right back to where they came from just because.
I know. I'm saying specific things, not like just easy in general. I'm not saying it's a little bit easier, a little bit less red tape is what I'm saying. More red tape in certain places, like California. There's gonna be so much red tape to get LLC. I already know. Seattle was like, San Francisco's gonna be a ton. You know what I mean? New York City, it's gonna be a lot.
That matter though. I mean, if you really want it, like if you want it or you don't, like you gonna let this shit stop.
I'm saying because it's then what happens is poor communities are more affected and less likely to actually obtain an actual business license when the paperwork is in one sense. But I feel like you went back to Louisiana and saw the exact opposite, where it's not progressive. They don't give a fuck. Like they're gonna just let their citizens die and shit. Like,
I mean, but it's parts of down here like that. Like I ain't have to go to Louisiana to see that. Like I can go right down the street and see that. I ain't gotta go to Dallas. I can go for Grand Prairie. You know what I'm saying? I can just like
worse than Louisiana though. As worse than Louisiana. Worse than Louisiana.
Bro, it's a part of Louisiana in every state. You got it's a street in Louisiana that I can go to in every state on this in the U.S. that remind me of Louisiana. It's a part in every state. Every state got its own little Louisiana. Just like Seattle got its own little Louisiana. Just like Texas got its own.
Right.
Bro, this is a systematic thing.
No, I get it. I get it.
But the areas we live in, they want us to think that it's so much different and it's so much better here and it's so much better there. It's as good as you really make it.
Job opportunity.
Are there certain areas that are more? What's the word?
I'm not even trying to shit on Louisiana because honestly, Louisiana is a dope ass fucking like very spiritual place for me personally.
But niggas get money in Louisiana too. Niggas do get money in Louisiana. It just depends how you trying to get your money. And see, this one that just makes the difference in people. Like just because you don't want to live this type of life don't mean you can't have a good life.
Right.
You just can't have a good life doing what you trying to do.
Right.
Because what you trying to do ain't out here like that.
Right.
So that's why people gotta move and venture off to where they gon', you know what I'm saying, flourish.
Doing it. So, he said he loves it over there.
And is it gonna be harder for him to do whatever he's doing? Just depending on what he's trying to do.
Yeah, he's making like future synth wave.
I'm about to say if he's trying to be a ballet dancer, or whatever, a ballet dancer playing symphony, yeah, he might be. It's an uphill battle, but if he want to do it.
So I love Haitian culture because one of the first free quote unquote black societies, the only one. I mean, they owe France. France kind of still fought over, but they're a free black society, right? and like they're just like some very amazing people, right? But then you see Haiti, and it's like like fuck, it's so like, and I'm sure there's some nice bomb. I'm sure there's some fucking balling ass different.
Haiti off after Haiti gained its own independence.
Exactly.
And what was it? And then I believe they got taxed
Mm-hmm.
for I don't know how many years on top of that because France was gonna reinvade them.
Right.
So it was like they could have really got up out that hole, but being taxed on they ain't had no. This just kind of like Africa. You know what I'm saying? You have to start all over from nothing with nothing. What does that leave you with?
Right.
Nothing plus nothing leaves nothing. You know what I'm saying? So shit, whatever you have to start over with, when you gotta start over with the bare minimum, like shit, that's all you left with.
It's like that on purpose.
They strip you for your resources. It's like what they do to Haiti, countries like Haiti, the same thing they do to Africa. They strip you of your resources and make you so poor to where you need aid. To where now I can dictate how you eat, what you eat. I'm not gonna give you enough money so you can build it on your own. Because if you build it on your own, then you be able to feed yourself. You won't need my handouts anymore. So I gotta keep giving you this aid so you can be dependent upon my aid.
Right.
Because if I keep feeding you, you're gonna keep needing me to feed you.
Right.
But if I show you how to eat, you can feed your own self. You can feed your own people. So as long as I keep you needing me, we good. And that's exactly what did happen. You know what I'm saying? Like people think these countries ain't or like they are for no reason. No, right. These motherfuckers exactly. Strip these motherfuckers to the bare minimum.
No, I know.
And
I'm knowing.
They tell you, huh? There you go. I'll leave you alone. There you go. You can have it.
You know what? I'm gonna rec song Louverture, one of my favorite. They read it to me. Actually, a white lady read it to me when I went to a black ass filmy, like pretty much a predominantly all black private school, and she was like, there's like maybe like two white teachers there, feel me, but like she actually read me a book about this fucking Haitian revolutionary dude that like actually helped free Haiti, like dope shit. This dude was like a sav, like, you know what I mean? Like they need to make the movie. They need to make the biopic about Toussaint Louverture on gang shit. Like for real. Like this is him and Robert Smalls. Like, you know, they think like Nat Turner, like shout out to Nat Turner. I'm not over here hating, but Robert Smalls, bro, is a savage, like all the way throughout life.
He was the real killer.
Yeah, he didn't go out like, cause like Nat Turner, they fucked him up, you know. They took him out in the worst way, and that's like fucking heartening loss, you know. Whereas like Robert Smalls, he balled like as soon as he got free, he balled all the way out till his like fucking death, and his kids balled out. Like he didn't give a. That's the type of Garvey, you know what I mean? Like balled all the way out to the end. Like okay, I started with nothing. I'm a piece of shit to you guys watch. That's the kind of thing I'm like. You know what I mean? We have certain leaders that they like try to hide from us that are just like they no, you know, and I don't want to I'm not hating on nobody, you know, but they give you like the Martin Luther King more commercial type of person. And Martin Luther King, respect to him, like I love him, you know, like he's like a G.
No. What they have to do is keep us peaceful. Like they can't introduce us into any fearful leaders because that's gonna get it wrong.